Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the Wind Lounge channel. This time we have a podcast with Arnon, Dagan.
Shalom.
Shalom. You have, to give a short introduction, a lot of experience on the PWA. You were like a pro for how many years?
I don't know. Too many.
Too many. You're a Red Bull athlete, won Silt, won all kinds of stuff. I don't have enough knowledge to give you a presentation.
Yeah, it's okay. It was good enough presentation. If you want to go to the point, we wanted to kind of touch the last event of the year, right?
Yeah, I would like to go with you through the overall ranking.
The actual overall ranking for foiling, right?
I have it here right now.
Yeah.
And we have one more event coming up.
Yeah, Japan.
And we can go pretty much name by name.
Okay.
And maybe I give my, let's say, PWA amateur perspective.
Yes.
And you give the look with the insights and from the pro perspective.
Okay.
And then we see if maybe we find a point where we disagree.
Okay.
Or maybe we agree on everything because you have more knowledge and I just have to accept that.
but what are we talking about? Like whose chances and things and like what? We are giving a review?
Look, are we starting from the bottom or from the top?
Well, I guess bottom to the top.
Okay, that's gonna be... This is good because I'm gonna start with a name that I have never heard before.
Okay, probably me too.
Okay,
yeah.
So from bottom to the top, that's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
And we see where it leads us.
Okay.
So, this is actually really mean.
No, it's like we do it.
The guy is he only did one event.
Yeah, you need to look at that as well. It's not really fair. Yeah,
we're gonna go through. So it's Franciszek Dybowski.
I don't know him.
Okay.
But I hope I will know him
soon.
Soon, yeah.
He's on FMX and 0.7. He did one event.
He did, and how did he do?
He became last, from what I can see.
So he didn't really compete.
And overall, he's also last.
Okay.
This is really mean.
You can cut it in the...
no, we don't cut it. We just... It's supposed to be fun.
So we hope, actually, obviously something happened to him, so it's not mean, it's just like,
But what if nothing happened,
What if nothing?
What if nothing?
Then it's fucked. Sorry. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay, now the next, number 47, is Ibrahim Ali Dönmez.
I don't know him as well.
Okay.
Why is he 47 and the other one was not?
Because they both did one event.
Okay.
And Ibrahim became 43rd and the other one 44th.
Okay.
So
where is Ibrahim from? That's interesting actually, for me.
This I don't know. It's not showing.
Doesn't say, so we need to check.
If I click on Ibrahim, it's from Turkey.
That's cool, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Lots of good guys coming up from Turkey now because obviously they have good events at Alachati. They have Jimmy Diaz, the former president of PWA, which is one of the strongest developers of the sport.
Yeah.
He's like coaching hundreds of kids there.
Yeah.
So the Turkish people are coming. I also saw in IQ Foil, like there's a good Turkish girl and Turkish guy.
Yeah, they're on it.
So Ibrahim,
they have paradisic spots. We have the Baltic Sea in Germany. That's where we compete in the middle of seaweed.
Yeah. I know those.
It's not as motivating as being in Alachati, I guess.
No.
Okay, 46. Maybe you know him, Lucas Piaboni.
I heard the name. Did you hear the name?
I heard the name before.
It's like I heard, but I don't know.
I think he was in one of the qualifications rounds.
Italian? Oh.
I will find out quickly. French.
French, okay. I don't
FMX
know.
And S Tumawi.
Yeah.
And he became actually in the one event 42nd.
Okay.
So only also did one event.
Okay. So we go on because we don't know. But
okay, then this name I heard more often, Matteo della Fiorentina.
I had no idea.
I heard it before. He's FMX and he's on 0.7.
Everybody's on FMX and 0.7 seems like.
This is the thing.
Is it the FMX 0.7?
At least at the bottom four we have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
But he's in my team. That's with 0.7. That's why I guess I know him.
Let's keep going.
Erik Telza.
Oh God.
Do you know that name?
What are we doing here? We are supposed to commentate on people, and I don't know.
I know the guy.
Ah, yeah?
Yeah, I remember.
Okay, so you.
We were at Lake Garda. There's one funny story.
Yeah.
Oh, if I tell this story now.
Tell it quickly. It's a podcast.
I didn't do it. Okay, it was my friend.
Okay.
It's actually not funny. it's not nice. He was training there pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
And my friend, I'm really sorry, Eric, but my friend, I don't know why he did it. Okay, he just had the amazing idea to take sun oil
Yeah.
and put it on his foot pads.
Oh man.
It was not nice. Okay. I had nothing to do with it. I swear on God.
You're fucked now.
But the-
He's gonna. Eric, it's him.
I was on God. Eric knows it was not me.
Okay, keep going.
Eric knows the guy who was it. And
You did your shameful.
he went out.
God.
He slipped really bad, and he came back.
Oh God. Okay.
This can be in the podcast. He
Okay.
comes back, and I just see my friend. He realizes he really messed up. You know.
He went too far.
He went way too far. But there's a story before it, okay? Eric, the night, threw old fish in the car of my friend
Okay.
while he was sleeping.
Okay. Okay, so we got him back. That's already much better.
This a little bit
Okay.
how it, I think.
Move on.
Okay, he comes back and there's like, I think Pierre and Jordi and
Yeah.
all these
Yeah.
bros are on the beach. The duathlon guys are
Yeah, yeah,
testing.
yeah.
Eric comes back and he's very young.
Yeah.
He stops at the conca and he starts shouting like crazy. And he was silent. He's the only guy shouting for 5 minutes. And all the PWA pros are looking at him and thinking he's going crazy.
Oh God, poor Eric.
And my friend is just running away.
Okay, that's a good story. Let's move on in the
I
ranking.
feel
then.
very bad for I'm really.
Well, he did
I'm
throw
really
the
sorry.
fish, so.
Yeah, but my friend pressured me to not tell Eric that it was my friend. Now it's
Now it's out. Now
Now
you're
it's
fucked.
out.
Okay, let's go.
okay. Then we are on Giacomo Barro.
I heard, but I'm not familiar so much. Are you?
Never heard of him.
What's he on?
Patrick and 0.7.
Okay.
Everybody's on 0.7. He's 39th.
Okay.
And he also did the second event. He did Silt.
Okay. And what?
Really? No, wait, I was wrong. Eric did. Oh no, also just the first event.
Okay.
Then we have Jelle van der Veen. Him I know. You know?
There is more Van der Veens apart from him?
There is more, yes.
There
He
is
has a sister.
There is a girl Van der Veen and she's
Yes,
good.
yes.
But he also did quite good results, this guy,
Yeah,
no?
yeah, they are both really nice.
Yeah, but nice, okay, but he did what's
He's
his...
42nd. Yeah, but he also only did one event and he became 38th.
Yeah, but I saw some good races from him.
Yeah. I think he's really up and coming.
Yeah, and what's
He's-
what gear is on?
Starboard Severn, and
Okay.
we actually have a story of him when he made Jibewear, the clothing label.
Uh-huh.
Him and his sister were one of the first to promote it, to join the team.
Nice, very
So
good.
shout outs to him.
Cool, let's keep
Then
going.
I still feel bad for the.
Van der Veen, the fantastic. I think I saw him in Forteventura a bit.
Yeah.
No, he was,
Yeah, he was there.
looks good, actually.
This name I also heard a lot this year for some reason. Henry Bloodworth.
I also heard that.
Bloodworth, what a name.
Is he English?
Blutwürdig.
It's
in
English
German.
or not?
Yeah. I guess
He's
he must
from
be
the
from
UK
England,
or?
from UK. Yeah, UK.
Yeah,
26 years old. Also Starboard Severn.
okay.
Became 37th.
Okay, I don't know him, but it's nice to see a couple of guys coming from the UK.
The next one you will know. It's Brendan Lawho.
Yes.
This one you know. He's again FMX 0.7. I think he's one of the talents coming up.
Yeah.
He's a very light rider. I think we also talked at some point about that. But he's a light rider, and he did some crazy speeds actually in speed windsurfing.
Yeah. Now I connect. Yeah.
He did the 50 knots in south of France.
Yeah, when he was very young, no? Like very young.
Yeah. He's like now.
Like last year or something, or 2 years ago already.
I check his age. He's 19 now. Yeah, with 17 he did 50 knots.
Wow.
And he was there with Niels. And
Yeah.
Niels did like speed sailing for 10 years.
Yeah.
And he's 15 kilos heavier than
Yeah.
Brandon. And Brandon just goes there with, I don't know, he has like really long legs, I guess.
Wow. That's
And-
amazing. That's impressive.
He just goes 50 knots.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he just got a new foil from us actually in the shop.
That's cool.
So he's on it really. Then the next one I never heard of, it's Koen Hessels.
I also didn't hear about it.
He just did Silt and became 33rd.
Okay.
Then Maxi Reuchle.
Wow, I feel bad. I don't know anybody.
Him I know.
Yeah.
Shout outs also. Yeah, it's from Germany. Starboard Severn is on now. You didn't know. He's also doing competition since quite some time. The next one you know. If you don't know him, we have a problem. Is Sasha Fortune.
Ah, yeah, okay.
You better know him.
Yeah, of course I know him. Sasha is a future fly rider. He won the Worlds and the European title,
Yeah.
right? In Finn, and he's also really good in foil. I think he got second in the foil in the Worlds or Europeans.
Yeah.
But I actually followed him because, you know, his family, his mother is really nice. I speak to his mother quite a bit. And she takes care of him and she helps him all the time.
Nice.
And yeah, in Fortaventura, he was flying. I saw him really fast. Actually, you know, I saw that he's...
It says he doesn't have a result for Fuerte.
No, he has. I guess it's foiling. We are talking about foiling. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah, and probably some of the guys are IQ foilers. That's why we don't know,
yeah. But he became 29th on silt and foiling. That's actually quite good.
Yeah, but
in
in slalom Finn, he's very strong. He's
did he have this one fight with Nico?
Like you mean on the water?
Fuerte, in Slalom X?
He had a lot
because
he was leading a lot of, or was in the top 4 in many rounds. He had really amazing speed, and he just lacked a little bit coming out of the jibes. He was stopping a little bit, and then I felt he lost, you know, every time the fourth or the third place.
Yeah.
And I actually told him about it, that if the exit of the jibe would be better, he would have like, I think 10 places in front.
Yeah.
But he's gonna come, that guy. He's
with
a guy
18 years.
The guy doesn't smile. He's super serious.
I think I met him in...
And you can see that he has the focus to be a killer. Yeah. I bet on him for the next years, for sure.
He was at the Defi. We wanted to do this little shooting for you.
Yeah.
And all the riders were at the beach, just not Tati. Tati was late.
Yes. Yeah.
And Amado got really pissed.
Yeah.
It's like always the guy is late.
Yeah. Yeah.
But unfortunately Tati's not in this because he's not foiling.
Yeah, but we can talk about him later if you really
Maybe we also do the Slalom X.
Okay.
We can do that after this one maybe.
Okay.
Okay, then the next one is Daniel Riegler.
Oh God.
This must be from Austria, yeah. The name is really Austrian.
Maybe IQ foiler, I don't know.
It's JP Neal Pride. So it's not IQ.
I know. He's not. Is he Austrian?
But yeah. The thing is, I'm really bad with names. I might know him. Anyway, he's 36.
Okay.
Then the next one is Elliot Joly.
Elliot Joly from France?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know him.
Okay. Why do you know the nationality?
I don't know that because Joly is beautiful in French.
Okay, and Starboard Severn.
Yeah.
I also don't know him.
Okay.
The next one is Jacopo Giavioli. And I would guess he's from Italy. Is he from Italy? Yes, he is. He's on JP Neal Pride. And AL360. What's that?
Those are booms.
Booms?
Yeah, they're pretty good booms.
Wow, he has a boom sponsor listed.
Yeah, but
that's rare.
AL360 is a very good common, you know, it's very good racing boom.
Okay.
I guess they have also other booms, but the racing booms is a good boom.
Okay, he's 34th. You know him?
I heard the name. I don't know.
Okay, so far
So far this podcast is useless.
The amateur knew more people.
Yeah, the amateur knew more people.
33rd is Hidde van der Meer.
So Van der Meer again.
No, the other one was Van der Veen.
Oh God.
This is Van der Meer.
Okay, I guess. Yeah.
It's Patrick Boards and Sails. Actually, he did some good races, I remember.
Yeah.
He was on Fuerte. He came out of Norway. He became 18th.
Yeah.
He was a lot in the. I remember him from the live stream. I don't know him, but I remember. The next one, you know, Nicolas Goyard.
What's he doing there? What
he is 32nd.
Ah, yeah, because he did only
silt.
He did only silt. Yeah.
And he became 5th in silt, which is very different to his appearance, I think 2 years ago on the PWA, where he was winning by miles.
Well, I think...
What changed?
Well, you know, he's after his first Olympics, which it was a disaster for him, it was a shocker, you know.
Okay.
For him.
I just saw some complaints on Facebook, I think.
No, look, Nico for me is, how to say, is a pioneer of foiling, you know, for a lot of people. You have to face it. He came up with a lot of the development. He's the first guy to go over 40 knots. He destroyed a lot of competitions. He destroyed the Defi Wind. He destroyed the World Cup, you know, and he was the IQ foil world champion. And he came up to the Olympics, and he just, I guess, he collapsed there. And I think he
collapsed mentally, or what?
I guess he just, got bored of the whole thing. You know,
it was something with the organization that I remember.
Yeah,
but this is a different. It's
a different thing.
It's a big topic, I guess.
It's a big topic, but in short, you know, he was saying that well, it's known that world sailing put unexperienced people to do the race in Marseille, the Olympics. So it's basically people that maybe never did IQ foil race before, and they put them in the Olympics, and it became a total disaster.
Okay.
So there was a marathon race with no wind that they got stuck for ages, and I guess he lost interest. And I think also in the Olympics you could choose out of 5 foils. And beforehand, you know, like
what you can choose from 5 foils.
So you get like four foils, and you need to choose.
I don't understand. Before the Olympics, they ship me 4 foils.
Yes.
And I have to choose one of the 4.
Yes.
And how do they check if I don't? Because all the foils, for those who don't know, are different.
Well, the IQ foil, yeah, like
from the production, because
they are not similar.
Yeah.
You know? So, or they are similar, but there are enough differences that
they are supposed to be similar.
Yeah,
it's the same product, but it's like
but it's not. Yeah.
Like with fins.
Yeah, exactly, but much worse.
Yeah, okay.
Because there's a lot of components in the IQ foil. You have the fuselage, you have the foil, the mast, you have the wings. You know, I actually. Our team rider, Sarah Winnikers, I was helping her technically to test that stuff. So I was flying to Marseille, I flew to Lanzarote, and I was helping her to test that stuff. And I think Nico had quite a big advantage before, because he knew how to deal with equipment. So he knew how to tune his IQ foil stuff very well. Therefore, he had he was very fast and very good. But the other guys started to learn. That's my take on it. The other guys started to learn how to tune the stuff, and in the Olympics, everybody got those 4 sets, and you could choose out of the 4 sets. And the differences are so big that you could have a set of 4 foils, but the other guy can get, or the girl can get, another set of 4, which are 30% better than your set, you know?
Okay.
So it's a little bit of a joke, and he just claimed that he was bored of the thing, and it was a disaster for him. So I guess Silt was the first event after his Olympics, and maybe he was not such on a high, you know, because
I mean, let's face it, 5th is really good. It's not like the other PWA guys didn't work on catching up to him,
of course,
you know?
But you know, this is a guy that comes to win, you know, he doesn't come 5th. But of course he respects the other guys always, and of course the other guys are getting better. And
but there was this time, I just remember, where phantom foils were the thing, you know?
Yeah.
And I guess he was really the thing on top of the foil, having the foil thing.
Yeah.
And I think the gap closed a little bit.
Yeah, the gap closed.
With that being super fast, super fast.
Super duper.
The Patrick foil now being there.
Yeah.
What else? And the Phantom,
Yeah. Yeah, you have many good foils now. You have the Z, you have the Patrick, you have the Phantom, you have the guys are getting better.
Yeah.
Of course it's harder, and that's what happened to him also in the IQ foil.
Okay.
People caught up.
Okay.
But he's still a legend for me.
Now we jump to the next legend.
Okay.
The sponsors, of course, Phantom boards, Phantom sails, Phantom foils.
Yeah.
The next one, you have to guess. Did you look?
No, I didn't. But where was Nico in the overall?
32nd.
So I have no clue he's going to step it.
Yeah, but I tell you, it's an upcoming legend who's 31st. It's FMX and 0.7 and Patrick foils.
Well, everybody's on this.
No, you can guess it.
I don't know.
Who is the upcoming hero now?
What, the Beast?
The Beast, yes.
Okay.
It's Johan Soy.
But yeah, he did also only one event.
He only did one event, and
Olympics
he won Silt.
Yeah, he won Silt, yeah.
And he won it actually quite confidently.
Convincingly, yeah.
Convincingly.
Yeah.
I don't know. It went quick that you had this expectation from him to win, but
Yeah,
I was
I mean,
surprised by how he did it.
Well, he pretty much won last year as well, but he got stripped of the title, right?
Yeah,
But
I
last
know.
year,
You have the background story.
of course, I have everything.
What can you tell it?
Ask me questions and I'll say,
What is the background story?
well,
The real background story.
well, he got spotted with a sail which was not looking on spec, and you know, like when the riders are seeing something like this, they start talking,
Okay.
and when they start talking, the officials have to check.
So the riders went to the officials.
Well, I don't know if they went to the officials or
Or
they
the-
started talking and the officials got to know about it, but like that happened, you know, and then his sail got checked and then it was off. It was too off,
Okay.
you know, like basically
This was
the way we test sails many times, you know, if you don't want to make a whole new sail, the leach of the sail, the way that the sail twists is very important.
yeah.
And it can twist more or it can twist less. When it twists less, we call it tight. You know, so the twist is tight. Something's holding the twist of the sail from opening.
It's not loose.
Yeah, when the twist is loose, it means that there's some material, you know, that helps it open. So there's excess material. Sometimes you see these wrinkles, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of wrinkles, and that looks strange on the beach when the sail is lying, but actually when the sail is on the water, it opens really nicely, right?
Okay.
So
They manipulated his.
you
leech,
actually
saying.
can take scissors and cut the sail on the beach, make it tighter, so you pull the panels together
Ah.
and tape it,
Ah.
so then you will have a tighter twist.
And this is not allowed because everybody has to use what is available on the market to buy.
One second, and you
Okay,
actually
sorry.
can do the opposite. You can take cut the sails
Make it more open.
and open the panels and put tape in the middle, and then you have excess
get
material,
it,
and then
yes.
the thing is gonna give. You know?
Okay.
So yeah, you are supposed to use production sails in PWA
And boards and foils.
and boards and foils. The foils are much more open. So
Oh, really? Is it via rule or is it just accepted that it's more open?
it's
Because
let's say
for
like
me, this is
it's a
I never understood this.
yeah, it's a little bit it's controversial, you say?
Yeah, it's frustrating for me. It was for many years very frustrating
Yeah, it is.
because I see the pros.
yeah.
And then, you know, it's like, for example, Gunnar, when we were in Tarifa, he
Yeah.
sees my F4 foil and
Yeah.
he's like, Boo. He's like,
Yeah.
he's a different one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what do you mean you have a different one?
Yes.
And this I don't understand.
Yeah. Well,
And then, you know, and then it becomes weird for me if then they become picky
yeah.
with some stuff, when in reality, most of the people who watch this now simply cannot buy what they have in the PWA.
Well, they can. It's not exactly correct.
But how? If you buy it 5 times and then pick the best one.
Yes.
But
That's what the guys do. You have to understand, that's what the guys do.
Yeah, but then it gets promoted with what the guys have, and you buy it and you don't get it. If you're not lucky.
Or you do get it. Or you need to get.
Oh, this is-
or you need to choose the brand that is making more consistent stuff.
Yeah, this is the
know?
brand who makes the consistent stuff wins
Yeah,
in the end.
Wins. And that's what happened with Patrick, for example, that his foil is consistent,
Yeah.
you know. And I want to believe that the Z is consistent as well, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a problem. It's a problem, and in the end, you gotta go by the rules. And the rules were, in terms of sales, is that you need to use production sales according to the specs that the company, the brand, gives the PWA in the beginning of the year. Same with boards. With foils, it's same with foils, but with foils, you don't have, you have some measurements, but some measurements you don't have. For example, you don't have the profile.
Yeah.
Because they said, okay, how are we going to measure a profile? You know, it's pretty hard to measure.
Yeah, okay, I get
You
it.
know, so they have the length of the mast, the width maybe, or some specs like this, but they maybe don't have the profile, and the profile can be almost everything in a foil. Some have a wider, thicker one, which is more stable. Some have a more thin one, which is faster but less stable. You know, you can play a little bit.
Okay.
But everybody plays with the foil.
Yeah.
So if you take the top 10 guys, they play with the foils.
Okay, but you said they stripped him of his title. To strip someone of his title is different wording than saying...
It's a wording. It's a wording, you know. I'm on the management board of the PWA, and I can tell you the process of this was according to the rules. So, in my opinion, Finion will says that it's not.
Okay.
We speak about it a lot. He says that it was a complete bullshit and things, you know.
Okay.
And I see his point. But the officials of the PWA, they try to do the best they can according to the rules. Was it a harsh decision? Yes, it was a harsh decision. Did it create a tighter situation for 2024? Yes, because the balls are shaking before you cheat now, you know.
Okay.
Because the guy that was supposed to be the world champion is not, you know.
Okay.
Because of a few millimeters in a sail. But you have to understand these few millimeters can make a lot. But there's a lot of, the story is hard.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't take anything away from the talent of the guy.
No,
I think Point 7 made a mistake. You know, I think the guy is too young to, you know, he had even the marks of the change on the sail, you know. So it's a little bit ridiculous what happened.
But then he comes and wins Silt.
Yeah, then he comes in
first and dominates.
Yeah, he dominates.
And this I find astonishing because I guess it requires such mental. I guess you either have it or you don't have it.
I think he has it. I'm sure he has it. He shows that he has it. You see it in his face. You see it in the way that he behaves.
Yeah.
You know, the guy is organized. The guy is quiet. He doesn't talk too much. He comes to do a job. He's very polite. He's very friendly. He's very nice to everybody, but he's not going to go and mingle and, you know, start partying at night and start creating too good of friends. He just comes to win, you know.
Yeah.
And it shows, and it's half of the story, you know. Yeah. Because when you come with that mindset like this, then add on top of that he's a horse, you know, he's tall, he's strong.
Yeah, I met him. It's
you know, and he has good gear, and there you go.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people can do it, but they don't behave like him.
What do you think he will do in Japan?
It's hard to say, you know, because Silt was if you want some inside information, Silt was a very strange event.
Okay.
It was a strange event because there was a lot of wind. If you actually look at the live stream and you talk to the guys, it was kind of like an IQ foil race because the guys did maximum 32 knots, which is super slow.
This is slow?
Super, super slow.
How is this slow?
It's slow because now they go 35, you know. So it's, you know, if you see the visuals from Silt, and I'll just open just for a moment to see, and I'm like, well, what's going on? The guys are all slow motion or something, you know?
Yeah.
It felt really slow. And then I spoke to Amado and to the guys, and I realized that it's a slow motion race. Everybody hit weed.
Yeah. It was not weed, it was plankton.
Plankton, schmanton, I don't know, but it holds the fin and the guy there.
Yeah, but it's different because it from what I saw, it fell off again. It took the lift, and then they could keep going.
Yeah.
With weed, you get slower and slower until you stop, you know?
Anyway, the race was very slow.
Yeah, this day also, we come to him later, but
yeah.
Different gears also behave different in that.
Yeah.
And what I got told is that when you had equipment that lifts more,
yeah.
it was way better.
Yes.
And if you had a neutral sail, it was problematic.
Yes. And look at Matteo Iacchino, he couldn't even...
Oh, we get to him.
Okay. But Johan is amazing. I mean,
he could have been world champion this year if he was there all the time. Could have, not saying.
Well, you don't know because...
From what I saw on Silt, he did not make a single relevant mistake.
It's hard to say, but let's move on.
Yeah, 30th is Bob van der Burg. You know him?
Bob is the cool guy with the Maui sails, I think.
That's him.
Yeah, he trains in Tenerife quite a bit, no?
Yeah, he's, I think he's on his journey to try and become a professional PWA rider, so he's training a lot, also at Garda.
Yeah.
He's a really nice guy. He also does some foil clinics in the Netherlands. So if anybody wants to learn more about foiling, you can contact Bob van der Burg.
Yeah, I think he has quite a few seasons in Tenerife already, so he must have some experience now already.
Yeah, I think this year, though, he became 34th and 32nd. I don't think he got so lucky.
I
Or
don't know.
maybe the field was very tight. I don't know.
Yeah, I
But
mean, it's. I think.
For me, it
I
felt like
think
he had a rough season.
if it seems to me that he's too light still, maybe.
Too light.
Maybe, yeah.
But he has quite some muscles.
Yeah,
I
but
think.
I don't know how heavy he is. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
Maybe his inside is very light.
Yeah. I don't know.
Light
Maybe I'm
bones.
wrong. I'm not sure. But you know, these things have to click in all. One thing doesn't work and you're already screwed. You know, it's enough that your sail doesn't work well or something doesn't work well,
Yeah.
and you can be already strong, heavy, experience everything, and then you switch one thing and all of a sudden you're there. So that can happen to Bob. Let's hope it happens.
Yeah, might have happened.
Yeah.
29th is Lars Poggeman.
I don't know.
I know him. Shout outs to Lars. FMX, S2 Maui, F4 foils. He became 30. He did both events. Interesting. 31st and 34th he became. He's one ahead, Bob. Oh, the 28th, you know, Slohan Jules.
Yes, this is our rider. He's more of a slalom sailor. He's a very
Fin
talented
slalom, you
class.
mean?
Fin slalom sailor.
Yeah. Future Fly also S2 Maui.
Yeah, he says actually that
And Phantom.
he just wrote me that he's going to do only Slalom X next year.
Okay, cool.
He's done with the foiling, he wants to do just Slalom X.
Yeah, he's really good. He was the one who had that race until the finish line with Nico. There was this viral Instagram video. I don't know if you've seen it. It was like last jibe. Lohan and Nico Breen,
that
they
I
go around
saw,
the mark, and then you only see Nico flying like crazy, and out of nowhere, Lohan comes from the bottom and somehow catches him. And it was not understandable how he did it.
Yeah, but that guy is like, you can compare it to Johan. Actually, in the beginning, they had similar results.
Yeah.
And then Johan just jumped.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of waiting for Lohan to jump as well because he has the physics.
Do the jump.
He has a lot of control. I saw some jumps from him and some good sailing. He's a very good sailor, you know.
Yeah.
And he actually won the Defi Wind Fin, I guess, 2 years ago. Yeah.
Was it not this year?
This year or 2 years ago?
2 years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
This year, I also
This
met
year
him.
there was a fun race. The Tati won the fun race.
Yeah, yeah.
And the year before, Lohan won the Fin.
Tati went to the fun race.
Yeah.
He did not. He told me he did not train 2 months. He did not go windsurfing.
Yeah.
He did some other stuff.
Yeah.
He just takes the board. He takes the sail. He never tuned the sail. Nothing.
Yeah.
Just goes and wins.
Yeah.
That's
the
crazy.
best. Yeah.
Okay, 27th, Sven Feuer.
That's the guy with the mustache, no?
I don't know, but I know Sven. Shout outs also.
Yeah, I think he posts a lot. He posts a lot, quite a bit. I saw his posts.
Really? I don't know.
He posted in Silt quite a bit. I think he crashed in Silt as well. He injured himself a little bit.
Could be. He got 27th in Sylt, 30th,
Nice. Yeah.
and overall 27th.
Okay.
Oh, we're in the top 30. Okay.
Yeah.
26th, Cyril Evrard.
Cyril Evrard is a cool Belgian guy. I actually
Yeah.
stayed with him in Japan.
Yeah, yeah.
Very nice guy.
He did okay on Sylt.
Yeah, he's a good sailor.
Yeah. I met him once at the Brouwersdam. He tried the Dakos actually.
Yeah.
I think it was a nice day.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, this Cyril, yeah.
Okay, then the next one is Wataru Tajima. Tajima, I heard sometimes.
It probably comes from IQ.
I always hear Ben Prophet's voice in my head.
Yeah.
Tajima.
Yeah, he did some good races, no? I think.
I think so too.
Yeah.
23rd in Fuerte.
Yeah. It's good, huh?
Is he from Japan?
I think so, yeah.
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 And Japanese guys flying all over the planet.
They start to become good. They're already insane in wave,
Yeah.
you know. They are really good in freestyle.
Okay.
And the IQ foil is making them pretty good in foiling as well. They are coming in foiling.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Next one is Sam Struzma.
Struzmale.
Struzmale, you know him?
Yeah, we heard the name.
He's a really
lot.
funny guy. We
Yeah.
spent a lot of time in Tarifa.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We heard the name a lot. I don't know him personally, but I heard the name.
I only have funny stories in my head, but I cannot tell them.
Okay.
But we had a good time in Tarifa.
What result does he have?
23rd. So he's on it. Also
Yeah.
with Amado, he went training a few times. He has the body definitely.
Yeah, he's big.
I would say 95 kilos now.
Wow.
And he became 27th and 21st in Sylt. Sponsors, it doesn't say.
Okay.
Maybe want to jump in with Futurefly.
All right.
Next is Pierre Macart.
Yeah, he's the legend of the drone.
Yeah, I see all his drone videos all the time.
Insane, the drone, the video that he
What
has.
is the spot in France
I
that he
don't know,
always
but
is?
it's
It with
rough
this
as
huge
fuck.
ESI? What is
And
lovely?
the drone is flying. I think it's the first time that I saw a drone fly so low, and then every time I had like drone shots, I asked the guy, I showed the pilot his videos.
Yeah.
Like, I want that.
I did that 2-3 weeks ago, and then we lost the drone.
Yeah, no, but I guess he has a very good drone, no?
Yeah, I mean,
it's 2 years ago already that he did those
now
things.
it's more normal. But if you have somebody that can fly a drone, it does a lot to your social media. But yeah, he became 19th in Fuerte.
Yeah, he's a good sailor.
22nd JP New Pride.
He's a solid sailor. Yeah.
Next one is Scotty Stallman.
Yeah, he's the English guy, super nice guy.
Yeah, I don't know him, but I assume.
Yeah, he's very nice guy. Scotty, he actually started quite a few years ago when Ross was still on tour, Ross Williams.
Yeah.
He brought him to Le Jai in France. And then we sailed together and stuff. He's a very friendly, nice guy, and he's just becoming better and better. Okay. He's a big guy as well, and I guess he's probably a British
the
champion.
First one who's on Taboo GA.
Yeah.
They don't have much riders anymore.
They're not focusing so much anymore. I guess they had an amazing team, and they don't have it anymore.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It was different. And F4 foils, also very few F4 riders in the list, from what I can tell. Okay, now the top 20 begins. It's Alexandre Cousin. Full Patrick.
Wow.
20th.
I don't know what's up with Alex, you know.
I remember him to be more further up. I don't understand.
He's one of the first foilers and the first guys to have been good in foiling.
Why is he? He had really bad results for him on Sylt.
For me, it seems like for his talent, and he has a lot of talent, he kind of lingers in the, you know, maybe he lost a little bit of passion and life with it.
You think?
Yeah, because I don't see him.
But he was very good at.
Yeah, I don't see him where he's at. It happened to me as well a few years on the tour. You know, sometimes you need a change, maybe switch completely the equipment or change something and bring yourself up to what you need to be, because he shouldn't be in 20s with his skills.
Okay.
He's an insane sailor.
The next one is Victor, I hope I spelled the names correct, Delarue. Also full Patrick, 19th.
I don't know him.
Me neither. But
Where is he from?
France, I'm quite sure.
Yeah.
The Patrick has a lot of French guys.
And what's the results from Sylt and from
20th and 19th, so very consistent.
Very stable, yeah.
The next one surprises me. Wow, Bruno.
Bruno is an 18th?
Yeah.
What's he got in Fuerte?
What? 35th?
Oh God.
How? Huh?
Yeah.
I don't understand. I remember Bruno to.
No, Bruno is Bruno.
35th, but he became third on Sylt.
Yeah, but Bruno, if he
was dominating.
If he gains momentum, he's unstoppable.
Yeah, on Sylt you saw it. All of a sudden it's just.
But because he won the IFCA World Championships, Finn, he destroyed everybody, and then. Yeah, Bruno is like that.
I remember the video or the stream on Fuerte when they were going on the speed course in the Slalom X, and all of a sudden he has the spin out, I think, and he goes
and
below
you saw
the buoy.
video of the kick in the helmet and there's a whole video of it. Like
you send it to me.
Yeah, it's amazing. But Bruno is a legend.
For me, from a spectator, amateur, like somebody who's just watching PWA, not participating, he's one of the most entertaining guys to watch.
Yeah.
And somebody like him is extremely important, in my opinion, to the tour. Because he brings this like surprise factor into the races.
Yeah, I hope for him that he stops bringing the surprise and just shows what he can do.
But I don't know if he also maybe marketed it himself a little bit more through the social media.
He's amazing. You know, that guy is doing he's training UFC. First of all, I really believe that there's no one in the PWA which is fitter than him. He's the fittest.
Yeah.
And he's the strongest.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Like he's a very good road biker. He trains like UFC.
What is he not good at?
He's just good in any sport, you know. And he knows that if he's on, he's gonna win. You know, he's gonna beat everybody. And if he's off, he can be like last. I was like that as well.
Yeah.
It depends on the mind. You know, when you get your mind off, you get up good on that day.
Yeah.
You are beatable. But you can do like the jumps are huge.
Yeah. But I'm just saying it's entertaining, and I think it brings a lot of value to JP Nealpride also, because although on one event he might be not on it, you watch him. It's a name you care for.
Yeah, you care for, and also he has things to show for it. You know, he has the record in the 1 hour classic in Legarda.
Actually, to be honest, I follow him since the 0.7 old black team times.
Yeah. And he's a good guy, a good friend, and a good person.
Yeah.
And
I love to see the interviews with him always.
Yeah.
The best ones are when he just says one sentence. And I'm like, this is also marketing genius, you know? If this is who you are, then it's nice. Don't try to be different.
You know, I was when I was working for RD, I took Bruno after Enrico left. I took Bruno to help me, you know.
Yeah.
So he came to my home, to Israel and stuff, and we are very good friends. Then he was on Future Fly as well.
Yeah. Then we have 17th Noah Winter.
Yeah, I don't know him, but he did good, no?
He's only 20 years old.
Yeah, he's
from Denmark. He did really well, yeah.
Yeah, it must be massive, no? Those Danish people.
But I don't know what they eat, or maybe it's probably just the genetics.
It's just that it's so cold there, so you become like stiffer, like a carbon mast.
He's full Patrick, did well. Next one is Benoit Mercure.
Yeah, he's good.
Or Mercer, I don't know.
Mercer. That guy is...
he's the first one on a starboard foil.
Yeah, but you can see that the guy is a talent, this Mercer.
Yeah, I heard his name a lot.
Yeah,
and he's 16, top 16 we are now.
Yeah, this guy is talented for sure.
Top 16? Do they still get in top 16 the free accommodation at the events?
Yes, cool. To be 17 is the shittiest thing in the World Cup. To be 17th is the worst.
Okay.
I think Silt you get only top 12, but the rest is top 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
15th is John Sukos.
Sukosle. This is the guy from Greece.
Yeah, the RRD guy, yeah.
Yeah, that guy is good as well. This guy is impressive. You can see that he goes full, he pushes.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, I don't want to say bad stuff, but if that guy has different gear, he's going to be like...
You mean the foil or the sail or the board?
He needs different gear and he's going to be on top.
He is currently on RRD.
Well, RRD
and F4.
The RRD are amazing. I love this brand. You know, I respect them full, but they are not so much into racing anymore.
I also saw, to be honest, he posts a lot, cool videos.
Yeah.
His sails somehow, they don't look like the other foil sails.
I don't even know if it's a foil. I don't know. I have to ask John. John, you know, but John is a great designer, the RRD designer. But, you know, to be able to be up there with the racing, you need a racing program and you need a lot of investment into the racing sails and boards. RRD is not there at the moment, you know. They are kind of halfway there. They could be there if they wanted to, but they just need to invest it, you know. RRD had a leading team for years and years and years. They had Antoine Albo, they had Finion, they had Andrea Rosati, they had Julian Contel, they had me. You know, like they had an amazing team, but they backed off it a little bit. So, but this Sukos is up and coming. You can see that he has the mentality. He goes full, the guy. I like to watch him.
Okay. Yeah. Same. Next one is Cedric Bord.
Cedric, the old guard. You know, probably one of the most experienced guys there.
Yeah.
He actually reinvented himself, you know, this year. I saw that all of a sudden he started to go really, really fast.
Yeah, he has a Patrick foil now.
I don't think it's the foil. I think it's more his mentality. Of course, can be the foil as well.
It's just what I heard that, you know.
It was his mentality as well, I think.
Okay.
You know, I think that, you know, to come to these speeds, to a certain speed in the foil, you need to have balls. And you know, when you, you need to have balls.
I know that you need to have them.
And it's hard when you were like a top fin racer to just like switch like that into this foiling when, you know, you used to go 40 knots, or even Cedric did 100 k's an hour, you know, in the speed.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden when you do 30, you are scared shitless, 30 knots in the foil, you feel like you're doing 100 kilometers an hour, you know?
Yeah.
And he reinvented himself, and you see that he's more full power, you know, and he gained a lot of speed.
Yeah.
So, yeah, happy for him.
Next one, 13th, William Huppert.
Yeah,
William
actually...
Huppert,
yeah. William Huppert is actually the
Is he, it doesn't say sponsors. Is he on what, on Duotone at the moment, or was it Phantom?
I don't know. He was on Phantom. He said he's leaving.
But I think he's now on Duotone.
Yeah, I don't know.
There was something.
Yeah, but
he did the 14th and the 16th, so actually quite good.
No, but William is one of the, with Alexander Kuzan, he was one of the pioneers of foiling, you know?
Yeah, I remember him together with these other Phantom.
He's the speed world champion in foiling.
Yeah.
Oh, I think last year he was the speed world champion, or the year before he was the speed world champion.
Wow.
He's one of the fastest guys. With him, I think that, you know, it's a matter of consistency because he has a lot of speed.
Mm-hmm.
And in the end, he's kind of a new racer, you know? If you compare it to Cedric Bortz,
Mm-hmm.
Cedric has much...
Yeah, the name only since 2 years. Or 3 years?
He's an old name.
William Huppert?
Yeah, he has...
But before I didn't know him.
He has podiums on PWA. He did podium in Israel. He was third in Israel.
Since this one,
Yeah, but he was there before as well.
I'm not so deep into it. I'm just saying who I know, you know?
Yeah, he was there before. He's very good, but just not so consistent.
But now when I watch a heat and he's in it, I always expect him to be...
Yeah, because he can be very fast.
Yeah. Okay, the next one, Michael Becker.
Yeah,
That's my favorite one from the list.
I know, you Germans. I tend to kind of write off people, but with him I ate my hat because actually these guys he improves so quickly, and he actually, I think, probably like top 3 jibber that I saw. His jibing is amazing.
Yeah.
Like write a book about your jibes already.
Yeah, but he makes, the crazy thing with him is his jibes look so logic, you know?
Yeah.
It's not, some other people also do great jibes, but it feels somehow, with him you see the jibe and you're like, yeah, obviously he jibed like that, you know?
Yeah. No, I don't know, but jibes are one of the hardest moves in windsurfing, in my opinion. I mean, it's much harder for me to do a good jibe than a forward loop, you know? It sounds crazy.
I cannot hear this anymore.
But it's true.
I heard it so many times.
Yeah, but it's true.
No, it's not true.
You jump and you pull the thing and the fucking it lands.
For sure. Okay.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, but it's not like that.
It's just balls. Forward loops are just balls.
It's like that when you know how to do a forward loop.
It's just balls. I'm telling you that it's balls.
Tomorrow,
if you go tomorrow with me,
yeah.
We can do how do you call it, a clinic, a forward loop clinic tomorrow.
I'm scared. No, you told me what you're going to do.
Yes, but it's based on a...
It's not based on science, it's based on torture.
It's based on torture, yeah. If you're not going to do it, you have to pay some price. You know?
What is the price?
I don't know, we can decide it together.
Okay.
You know?
Well, okay, I would...
A jibe, a very clean jibe, going also on the board with a fin, but also on the foil. It's even more technical because
I understand what you are trying
to
say.
It's very, very difficult to make
your logic only applies to people who know how to do a front loop.
No.
Yes.
I'm telling you not.
Yeah.
It's just balls.
Okay. I
mean, okay, I'm not talking about a totally beginner that just started playing. I'm talking about a guy like you. You can jump.
Yeah, no, maybe jump. A little bit, yes. Yeah.
You can jump.
Yeah, okay.
1 meter jump you can do.
I can do, yes.
You know, 1.5 meters?
Yeah, I can do.
You have one side which is better?
Yes.
Yes. The left arm or the right arm forward?
Left arm forward.
Left arm forward. Okay, so that's the side that you're going to do a forward loop. That's it.
You know?
It's just like...
No, this is this old story that I
It's not. It's just like not being a pussy and going for it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
okay, the viewers can tell in the comments.
Okay, they can tell.
We can try. I'm not sure if I want to commit to tomorrow, but
let's put the balls aside.
We will make this video on my main channel, and you will prove it to me.
Okay.
I will go according to what you tell me.
Okay.
And if I die, it's on you.
You will not die.
You take over the channel, then for 6 months.
Technically, I'm talking about technically. Okay, the technical things that you need to do to.
But you don't understand. You are in this PWI mindset.
No, I'm not.
You have. You're talking about balls. You probably have massive ones.
No, I don't. I have small ones.
Come on.
It took me years to get myself into to go for it.
Okay, but how can you say it's easy then?
No, because I'm trying to say that that I told you, put the balls to the side 1 second, and let's talk about the technical side of this.
But it doesn't work like this. It's like, I could also say, okay, building a surf shop, technically, it is not so hard.
But that's what I meant.
It's so much more to it, you know?
I meant that the skill that you need for it,
Yeah,
the skill, the technical skill,
just the movement.
not the guts,
Okay.
the technical skill of doing a good, very good jibe,
Yeah,
in my opinion, is harder. I'm not talking about the planing forward, which is the next level, that the guys are doing planing forwards and
yeah,
stuff.
but
like
this,
I'm talking about just doing the move to do the salta, yes? And
Yeah. Oh, I would be so happy to do it.
the technical features that you need to create a very good jibe
Yeah.
consistently are harder than to do a consistent forward loop. And I stick to this point.
Okay, if I manage to learn the forward loop,
Okay.
I will start talking just like you to all those who don't know the front loop to make them feel even worse.
I can even show it to you here, maybe in a different podcast. Yeah,
not in this podcast.
Yeah, but I can show you exactly what you need to do on the floor, you know, to make a good jibe.
We make a dedicated...
And what you need to do a forward loop, and it's much easier.
We make a YouTube video about it on the main channel.
Oh, okay.
You prove your point.
Okay.
I'm the dummy, and I will...
Tomorrow, if we have time, I'm going to send you to some forward loops. If not, you don't get dinner.
What do you mean by that? But this is... okay.
I'm not going to have people with no balls in my team.
Oh, yeah. Too late.
Okay, let's go.
11th, another German, Fabian Wolf.
The Wolf. I don't know him, but
Shoutouts, Fabian.
yeah, but
It's a friend.
obviously he's obviously very good.
He trained really professional IQ.
Yeah.
Then he's coming back now a little bit into the PWA, and he made a huge jump.
Well, I
And
can tell
he's
you.
one place ahead of Michel, but Michel had a devastating result on Silt.
No, yes, he didn't have a good silt. But I can tell you one thing.
Yeah.
If you take now the top 10 guys on IQ foil, you give them the gear of the PWA guys, and you give them 1 month, your top 10 would change. Those IQ foil guys
would love it.
They would destroy
Okay.
half of the PWA fleet.
Next one is a shared 9th. We have 2 9th places.
Yeah.
It's Nico Prien, and Thomas Goya,
Okay.
another Goya.
Yeah.
Okay, so another German. Shoutouts to Nico, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, no, what did I do? Yes, shared 9th. Got same. We have another one with the same points. 8th, Jordi Wonk also has the same points.
He's also 9th?
No, he's 8th. For some reason, he's at 1 place, but he has the same points.
Yeah, but maybe he beat them on the last race.
Yeah, no, he's last on Sylt of those 3.
So I don't know why. Maybe it's not working like
Maybe
that
it's a mistake
anymore.
here.
But anyway.
So let's say Nico is 10th, just because it's the list like this.
Well, who do you want to start with?
Nico.
I think that if he would concentrate, which he does a little bit more, only on the racing,
Instead of
the bullshit YouTube and all these things, then he would. I actually talked to him.
Then he would be bankrupt with 50.
Yeah, he said, I don't want to be under the bridge and this and that and whatever.
Yeah, well, it's true.
But what I said, because he went and he worked for Starboard for a year and stuff like this. And I told him, Nico, you are young now.
Yeah.
You can work for Starboard or do your YouTube things a little bit later. I asked him, why don't you want to give it all,
Become a world champion
Because you can.
Yeah.
He can. He has the talent of this, And I don't know what his decision. Back then he still wanted to do his other stuff, and he's very successful in that things. And we also work now in the PWA because we are together on the management board. He's obviously the president, and we work together to push the sport forward, And so he's a man of many tasks.
Yeah.
And actually being 10th or 9th or whatever he is and improving like he improved, I think he almost in the beginning of Silt, he made almost all the finals.
He dropped with the last 2 races, he dropped a lot. Yeah.
But until the last 2 races, he did all the finals, and his level is improving.
Yeah, it's definitely. I just want to add, because you said you would like to see him, for example, fully going for it with the world champion title.
Yeah, go 1 year for it,
I just want to add
the same as I said to Tati, you have your club is successful in Bonaire, that is your livelihood, but you're going to be young and strong just for a few more years. You can sit in your club for 20, 30 years after,
But it's also, he has Unlike me, for example, he has a full-time editor and cameraman who's helping him.
Yeah.
And he did not have that, for example, a couple of
Yes,
years ago.
So he has more available time to...
Yeah, it's not easy to do because you need to get to a certain level to be able to afford that.
Yeah,
but
of course, it's expensive, yeah.
also, just from my perspective, it's a different perspective than yours. There are not many people who are contributing to the community like him, for example.
Because it's exactly the same perspective I have.
Yeah, but you're saying like focus more on the PWA,
No,
but
I'm not saying
we have, how many YouTubers do we have? Ben, Nico, me, Niels, and nothing else.
No, I'm not saying, I think what he's doing is super important for the sport.
Yeah.
And I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
And it's doing good for the sport and good for him as well. And he's giving a lot of time to the sport. And this PWA president thing is not an easy thing. You don't know how many hours we have to put in this. A lot of hours.
This is then another story. If you also do that, this is also where I ask him, man, how do you do it?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I would just love to see him 1 year, just to see how far he could get.
That would be interesting. Yeah,
yes, that
would also be an interesting YouTube video. But then you would have to do it both.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, yeah.
So that's him, and then you have
Thomas Goyard.
Thomas Goyard is a machine. That guy is a machine. Those guys, him and his brother, are just like freaks of sailing,
Yeah.
And I kind of have a feeling he expected to come and spritz everybody, and it didn't happen.
Okay.
Because that's a guy that is not going to be happy sitting at 9th. And he did the 2 events, right?
Yeah, but very consistent, 10 and 11.
Yeah, but he didn't come to be 10 and 11.
Yeah, but no, all the guys that we're talking about now didn't come to become.
Yeah, but it's a different thing.
But
it's a different thing, a mindset of a guy like Thomas Goyard than a guy like Bruno. It's a different mindset, I'm telling you. A guy like Thomas Goyard is like, sorry to say, fuck you everybody, I came here to kill everybody, That's what I'm here for. I didn't come here to come to make...
Just like this, we don't get any YouTube ad revenue anymore.
Sorry.
No, I'm joking. We get €4 anyways.
I see in the UFC they curse all the time and they have a lot of things.
Yeah.
They curse all the time.
Yeah, but they have a lot of money from other places.
But anyway, no, it's a guy that's not going to be happy to be where it's at now.
Okay, we're gonna get to very interesting people. So I would say I quickly check how much. Oh my God, we have plenty of time left on the SD card.
Oh, okay.
But we're talking for 1 hour now.
That's good.
That's really good.
Who's gonna watch it? That's the question.
A lot of people.
Okay.
And this is what I'm also surprised by often.
Okay.
Next one, Jordi Vonk.
Yeah, Jordi. I'm
so surprised how. I don't know, last year I somehow got lost a little bit track of him watching the races.
Yeah.
He was not there in the live stream.
Yeah.
It's not, always when I say this, it's just my perspective watching the live stream, okay? Mm-hmm. And this year, it changed, but that didn't fully change. Somehow he's now an 8th.
What do you mean, that it's good or bad?
Good.
No.
What do you mean, no?
I don't know, he's training with Amado, and Amado kept saying that he's flying. So, and then they all said that in Tenerife he destroyed everybody in the all training. So I'm kind of surprised to see him there.
Is it bad or good now?
It's bad.
What?
Man, it's
bad.
But
the people ahead of him that we will get to now.
Yeah, but it's...
Yeah, come on.
It's not...
To me, as a spectator, I was watching a lot with Niels this year. We're like, wow, he's
Jordi
coming
is a guy that needs to be in the top 5.
Okay.
And I expected him to be better. I thought he fixed his equipment.
What do you mean with fix?
Because, like, the guys on duathlon were slow.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. And he was on F4 foil before. He also made a big change with the foil now.
So, and the rumors from Tenerife was that he's the fastest. in the beginning of the year.
Yeah, I was on Tenerife actually when the rumor came up.
Yeah, it was true, no? That they said that he's
Yeah,
going
they
very
told me.
good.
They told me that he took the new foil and then he was smiling non-stop. And then
Yeah.
also the sales, he
Yeah.
told me they're way better
that they are
now.
better and everything, and so he needs.
And he felt like it was like a relief.
With him, I think he's too nice. He's too nice of a guy.
It's a good problem to have.
It's a good problem, but it's a bad problem in racing. Too easygoing. So if he's gonna lose or something,
Yeah, but he.
you know. And I think he needs to, with his talent, he needs to be top 5, top 3, top world champion. That's what he needs. But he needs the mentality of the Johan So, for that.
Yeah, he's the new top rider from duathlon also.
Yeah, because Pierre left.
We get to that when we come to the more upper places. But yeah, next one is for me. Maybe you knew him for longer. Alexis Matisse is for me a new. He's 22, so he must be a newcomer. It's not just me.
Yeah, it's
how the hell? Where does he come from?
I don't know him, but I watched a lot. I watched him a lot.
He's on Taboo GA.
Yeah, but that guy is a super talent.
Okay.
He has a racing mind.
Okay.
He makes really a lot of good decisions.
Yeah.
A lot of good decisions. He's a very tactical racer, and I guess he's not so heavy still, you know. So, yeah, he's a guy to watch for because he has a very fighting spirit.
It's crazy when you have these newcomers,
Yeah.
and because all these older names, you always expect them to be there, and it's so weird when you watch the stream and then these newcomers pop up consistently, and you're like, how can that be that he does it once more?
No, but that guy is nice. He's nice to see, and he's biting everybody. You make a mistake, he's there. He's taking it. And
biting is a nice saying.
I really like it.
The next one.
He's gonna be.
Oh, sorry.
He has the mind for sure. You can see it from a mile away.
The next one is Maciek Rutkowski. One of the most known names.
I don't know if
tour.
Maciek trained this year as hard as he's usually training. Because he did this amazing event that we were together, the King of the Bay.
Yeah.
And,
that was nice. Shout outs to the.
Yeah, it was insane event. Really
nice.
It
was really, really nice actually.
And I don't know what's up with him. He has our board. I'm not sure he likes it very much. And I know that in Fortaventura he lost his best foil just before the event. He hit a shark or something.
And the foil ripped off.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he's new at Nil Pride. And
but he told me he liked the board.
Yeah, I don't know.
But he completely changed, you know?
Yeah, he changed.
He came from FMX and Challenger.
Yeah.
Maybe it's too much.
Maybe it takes time. Maybe he didn't have enough time to train. Maybe he set back a little bit. We will have to see in Japan because in Fuerte was a disaster. Then Silt was much more consistent, but seemed like not enough speed, I guess, for him.
Yeah,
and then Japan would be an interesting one if he can come back.
He also changed foil. That's also something.
He changed everything.
He came from Z to Patrick.
You need to stop it 1 second.
I can, yeah.
Ma?
Okay, we are back.
Yeah.
Okay, we stopped with Maciek.
Yeah.
So to me, watching the stream, it felt like he was fighting all the time.
He's fighting, yeah, you can see. But, you know, a guy like that, you say, you know, everything is new, but guys like this, they can adapt to something new very quickly, you know. And he's also a very good tuner, so he can tune his stuff pretty quick. I don't know, I have to ask him, you know, I'm not sure of how much time he had to train, you know. And Nil Pride sail coming from what he had is very different, but...
Yeah, this is what I wanted to say. I guess from how it seemed to me, with Challenger, he developed for some years, probably himself, specifically for himself, the foil sails and the sails. So maybe now it's just a bit different because he was not involved in the creation of
to me, Nil Pride is Nil Pride. You jump and you go, you know. But maybe to him not. Maybe, I don't know. It's something that would be interesting to ask him.
Yeah.
His skills, you know, should enable him to tune these things pretty quick.
But for let's say in the last 5 persons, also Maciek, you said they should all be top 5. But we are only now getting to the top 5. So something is
Look, Maciek is, to me, he surprised me becoming world champion, but it's a guy that worked harder than anybody. It's a guy that is never the favorite, and he made himself favorite, you know?
Yeah.
And he was, for a couple of years, or 3-4 years, or, you know, his mindset was the best out of everyone, and that's what brought him there. He worked a lot, you know, on his physical training. He's not a big, you know, guy like naturally like Enrico or Bruno or like you and so. He's not there, you know, but he made himself heavy. He's working a lot on his positivity, you know, since young age.
Yeah.
And his mental state, you know, and he did amazing progress. It's like one of the biggest surprises for me, and I ate my hat, you know.
Okay.
So maybe now, after he became world champion, there's a little bit of a dip, and I believe he will come back again. He's still very consistent.
Now we get to a person that I think you will love to give some insight or talk about. It's Amado, your Future Fly top racer, team rider. He's in 5th currently.
Yeah.
With Amado, I don't know if that's good or bad, because watching him, I don't know. I watch with Niels, we sit in front of the stream and we're like, okay, Amado is now, we don't know what's going to happen. We really don't.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just like he's the fastest of everybody.
Yeah.
And then something weird happens. I don't know, he just crashes or something.
Yeah.
And then he's on a streak and you're like, yeah, no, he's the world champion.
Yeah.
And then he's crashing like, no, he's not okay.
Yeah.
So I really don't know if it's good or bad, you know?
Well, it's obviously bad for him. Because
but it is top 5 on the world ranking.
Yeah, but
so it's better than anybody else we talked about.
Yeah, but for him, top 5 is last. That's what you have to understand. This is the same as Johan So. It's the same. Maybe you don't see it, but inside him it's the same as Johan So. He comes there to spritz everybody.
Yeah.
He's not coming for 5th, you know. And he can, because I believe that head-to-head is going to be faster than Johan So. I've never seen...
You think?
I've never seen somebody so fast. I've never seen. And I've seen a lot of people.
Okay.
I think the triangle, the foil, the sail, and the board,
Yeah.
he has the best body for the thing. You know,
he has the ultimate toilet position.
The ultimate toilet position with the 105 kilos and with the technique of a freestyler.
On Silt, I didn't see him once passing Johan.
Well, look again, because there is.
Okay, I will look
again. And I think it's not fair to say because of those planktons, but look, there is one time...
I'm just saying, because you said he would pass him, you know?
I think he would.
Okay.
I know he would.
Okay.
I've never seen something like this.
Okay.
It's like, and I don't say it because he's my team rider.
I know you don't, but
you can see also in Silt, it's very hard.
I know he had a few runs on the first reach
but
where
you can see one hit that is fully covered. Also, Johan is there. He comes from the inside, in the middle, not from the inside.
I saw this one, yeah, because he plops out, yeah.
Pops out of like fully covered thing. When he hits the thing, it's like, I tell you, it's something. And I think it's because of I actually think our height, my height, which is more or less the same as Johan, is a little bit too tall for foiling.
The Johan versus Amado topic is interesting.
Yeah.
I hope we get a battle like this.
Yeah,
battle on the rocks.
It's not so fair to you know, the guys are on different gear. This guy has a better day.
Of course, you know, this is how it is.
But it's, let's say, it's the one of the, let's say, top 3 that I saw. And actually, with him, I don't know what it is, but it's kind of this foiling thing is perfect for his body. He has a bit of an ass. He's like mega strong, you know.
Yeah.
And he just goes,
yeah.
The fucker, he just goes, you know.
It's intense to watch him racing.
Yeah.
Because obviously we are cheering for him.
Yeah.
As he's a teammate.
Yeah.
It's intense, man.
No, he's gonna connect. It's sooner or later he's gonna be there. It happened.
He is there. This is.
Well, he was second last year, you know.
You know, I felt like if there wasn't always this pressure and these expectations, probably he would. My amateur perspective.
He needs to be a little bit more professional, a little bit more tight on his equipment, a little bit.
What means tight?
Step it up, you know, like be a little bit more ready than what he is.
Well, what do you mean?
there's a level of readiness that you need to do, the Antoine Albo readiness.
What is it? I want the Antoine Albo
The
readiness.
Antoine Albo readiness, that you tested every button on your sail, you tested every mast, you tested every board, you tested every foil, you did your work,
Okay.
okay? You come to the beach,
Yeah.
you put your stuff in the same place, you go out of the water, you don't talk to anybody. First, you put your gear in exactly the same place that you took it out, okay? You sit on your chair, you zip your drink, everybody's talking around, but you're in your chair, your bottle of, like tennis player, your bottle of isotonic drink
yeah.
is one side, water is on the other side, energy, whatever bars are next to you, everything is close to you. You don't run to the judges' tower and back and go and get, and that makes like this. You keep yourself warm. This is the Antoine Albo readiness.
Wow.
You know?
I don't have it.
I don't have it also.
Wow.
You know?
I like,
And when you do that, and this is your answer also, I think so. When you do that, and when you tested all your buttons in each sail and all your masts and everything,
what do you mean testing all the buttons?
You take your buttons out. You want something out of your sail. You want something out of your 8.0. It has every year you get a set of sails, and every year you need something from your sail that is maybe a little bit different than what you get. You know?
Yeah.
So the 7.0 is perfect. Okay, great. 7.0 ready to go. I tested. You need to test a couple of masts in it. You will find that one out of your 3 or 4 masts is better in certain conditions, and you will use this, you know. But you need to know which one is the fastest, so you need to test it.
Yeah, but buttons.
Buttons, you have an 8.0 that doesn't have power, you know, because you're too heavy for the 8.0. You have an 8.0 that is super powerful.
But if you test every button, it's 7 buttons.
Not every button, but you need to know how to work with your buttons that
Okay.
will work for you, you know.
Okay.
Like the bottom.
But you think he has potential with that?
What do you mean?
Amado has potential with that.
Amado needs to be a little bit more ready, and then he will destroy everybody. And there was the same with the freestyle. You know, he was 7 years the best guy in the world in freestyle, and he kept losing because of this and because of that. And then eventually it clicked, and he punished everybody, and then became world champion. And in the racing, he's there.
He definitely can do it. Yes.
He knows the guy has his surrounding perspectives is so good, you know. It comes from racing cars, you know. He does a lot of car racing and stuff. He does bikes. He does like, you know. He knows where everybody's at. Julian Contel used to do this as well.
Okay.
He would come always from last to first because he knows where everybody's at.
Yeah.
He knows where he's going to enter the jibe. And this is all happening in 60, 70 kilometers an hour speed.
Yeah.
You come to the jibe, you have this visual. Johan is here, Bruno is here, Amado is here, this one is here. I need to enter here and to exit here. And Amado has that.
Okay.
If you look at the races, he almost always gains in the jibe because he knows where it is, he knows how to come out, and he always gains. So not a lot of people had that, and he just need to be more prepared, and that's it.
Okay. Future flyboards, Severn and Z foils.
Yeah.
The next one is Matteo Iachino.
Matteo, yeah.
He had a 4th and a 9th this year.
Yeah, he had a disaster in
He is starboard Severn, but not starboard foil.
I think
he's Patrick foil.
He was on the Z last year and he's on Patrick this year.
Yeah.
He just said that I've never seen in the past few years such a disastrous event like he had in Silt. I think it was his worst event since years.
9th, yes.
Since years.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. And I spoke.
Yes, but it's true. Yeah. This year is a little bit different to the previous.
And he's the world champion.
Yeah.
Is he not? Yeah, he's the world champion.
Is
last
he?
year. Yeah.
Yeah, as I'm saying, this year feels different as a spectator to last year, to watch him.
Well, we only had...
There's more people up there, you know.
Yeah.
Before he was always...
Yeah. Yeah, it seems...
But it's also only 2 events, so...
Yeah, it seems a bit weaker, but it's not because he's worse, you know. It's just like... I think Silt was a disaster.
Yeah.
He said it was very tough with those weeds. He said it was very hard.
Okay.
He didn't manage to
adapt
to this weed. I spoke to him on the phone. It was very hard for him, the weed thing.
Okay.
He hated it. He couldn't manage with it.
Yeah, some people said that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's you know. So yeah, but he's still like for me like the top 3 in the world in
He
ability.
is pretty much, he's fourth. So
Yeah,
it's not like he's far away.
He's one of the most consistent.
And he's still probably the best looking if I just see this picture
Yeah,
here.
it's like 10 years ago, but yeah, he's still good looking. And he's a talent. He's a great talent, Matteo is.
Yeah.
Great talent. Also one of the best jibers that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was always there since I watched the PWA.
Yeah.
Always been there.
Yeah.
The next one is Enrico Marotti. In
Yeah.
third overall. Wow.
Yeah.
Was he last year?
He came
Where
back
was he
strong
last year?
no? I don't
Did he?
remember. He came back strong.
Should I check?
Yeah, check it. I think he won Japan last year, he didn't.
I don't know. I feel like
He always wins in the last.
Slalom man. No. Last year he was seventh.
So
So
it's not the
this year he made a jump forward.
No, but the year before, what was it? In 2020?
22.
Yeah. So,
The year before he was third. Okay.
yeah.
So he's back to third basically now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But what was it then that I had in my mind? I don't know.
Enrico is kind of like a Bruno. It's a similar thing to Bruno.
Yeah, but not a full Bruno.
Not a full, but half full. When he's on, nobody will touch him. He's so strong. He's so good.
I saw one thing that I found emotional. He made like a Facebook post that I saw, and he was apologizing for his performance to his Croatian community. I saw that and I was like, how, with that mental pressure, if you have to apologize for having a bad race, wow.
No, but like imagine a soccer player. Imagine, how much they need to apologize.
No, they don't,
Well, yeah, they do. They are apologizing to the fans, and the fans are 50,000, 100,000 people.
No, they are not.
Yeah, they are.
No,
so
not
see,
everybody.
I follow
I
it.
never saw this in windsurfing, that somebody is apologizing because he's not on the top.
Enrico has a lot of interesting stories behind him. Okay. One of the interesting things is that we're actually very good friends. I stayed in his place many times. He stayed in mine. He was in Israel. I like the guy. He's one of the most talented and the most clever. He's probably one of the best tuners for gear in the world.
Mm-hmm.
He's very clever. He works a lot on his equipment as well, and he knows what he's doing. He's very technical.
Mm-hmm.
But when you go to his house, it's a really family place,
Okay.
And it's a thing that it's a group, of people.
Well, this is cool.
And this town, Rijeka, is a very special town. It's called Rijeka.
Mm-hmm.
They have this kind of weird holidays that they are all going out together to celebrate the city and the town, and they dress up, and it's like kind of a community like that. They support each other. And for them, for this little town that is so patriotic in his town, for them that he has to have a world champion like Enrico, because he is a world champion, IFCA or whatnot, but he is a world champion.
Yeah.
And he won.
So they are supporting him.
They are really supporting, They are really
like sponsors
for him,
or
what?
Like sponsors or just?
Well, he has the promotion for Croatia on his sail.
True, the tourism.
The tourism, and he has this town, the Rijeka town, the sailors of the town. They cheer for him, They make parties when it's coming back. It's really nice,
The battery is soon gonna die. I'm just saying. Yeah.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
And and Enrico, when he clicks, if he clicks, he's unstoppable. Unstoppable.
Nice. The next one is Daniele Benedetti.
Yeah,
I don't want to hurry with the two best ones. It's just the battery is really low.
We can stop.
Should I change it real quick?
Yeah.
I change it real quick. We are back.
We're back.
For the top two.
The top two.
I think this is the longest podcast I did so far.
Yeah.
The second one is, from my perspective, correct me if I'm wrong, is Daniele Benedetti a newcomer or not?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, he is.
Yeah.
So I'm sometimes scared. Is he not?
Yeah, of course.
You're smiling. I don't know. Sometimes I'm wrong with
he
these
came
things.
last year. Last year was the first kind of year,
Yeah.
Yeah. Drones in the sky.
Ja. Du kannst gerne auch mit einem 3 oder 7er Zoom ein bisschen was machen.
7er Zoom.
Oh, danke. All right, sorry for the again interruption.
Yeah.
Yes. So how is he top 2? Why is he second now all
I'm
of a
gonna
sudden?
say, I'm gonna
He
say,
won Fuerte.
he won Fuerte. That's
Wow.
insane. But
I remember, yeah.
I'm gonna say something that maybe if Daniele will hear, he's not gonna like.
I also want to say something that might be controversial.
But because the guy is a super nice guy. But in the end of the day, he was a good IQ foiler, but definitely not the best IQ foiler. He stopped IQ.
Okay.
And he comes to PWA, he gets some good gear. And the first year is already like having really good races in Fuerte, which is the hardest place in the world probably to foil, you know,
Yeah.
almost, you know. Pozo maybe is harder, but Fuerte is really hard because you get the wind from your back, you get gusts from the back, and you have chops, and you have a flat section which turns into a choppy section. And the guy was pretty much already dominating or doing good, you know, and then he wins the next year. It just shows you what I said before, you know, that imagine what if you get Tom Rouveni, which just won the gold medal, the Israeli kid.
Never heard of
And
him.
what if you get, you know, Luke...
One accident?
yeah, and what if you get the third guy and the fourth and the fifth guy doing IQ foil? How is it going to look, you know?
It's gonna look interesting.
It's going to look like...
I would like to see it.
Yeah. So, to me, you know, what the IQ did, and this can be a different podcast because it's a very bitter podcast for me.
Yeah.
It just took away most of the talent from PWA
Yeah.
because the weights of the riders are very similar now to the IQ riders, and the starboard monopoly is destroying our sport, you know. So, and I'll stop there. We maybe can speak about it in a...
Yeah, let's make a separate one if you want to talk about that.
Yeah. So, but that's Daniele. I'm super happy for him. He's a very nice guy, and
What I find,
you know, and he's really good.
yeah, obviously, yeah, he's second.
Yeah.
What I find an interesting coincidence is that he is exactly on the old sponsors of Maciek. He's on FMX and Challenger.
Well, he has good skill. It's clear.
So the Challenger sales seem to work really well.
They worked for years. That guy knows how to make sales, you know.
But I never saw one new one on the beach.
Because he cannot. He's a one-man show. He doesn't know how.
I know. I'm just saying. You know, it's like a secret brand. I always ask myself how they survive and stuff.
They hardly survive, and but they have some of the best sales in the world, you know. And the guy is a super cool guy. His name is Claudio, and he's an amazing guy. His passion is windsurfing. And he does some of the best sales in the world. You know, that's simple as that. And he doesn't know how to do more than that. He knows how to make sales. Somebody needs to help him to sell the sales.
Yeah.
The poor guy.
It's not easy, yeah, but
it's like me a little bit, you know, like it's like Futurefly a little bit. We make really good stuff, and it's you know, you need a marketing tool behind it. You need something behind it. And Claudio is older than me, and you know, that's what he knows how to do.
I have one story with Claudio.
Yeah.
It was in Tarifa. It was my first year in Tarifa.
Yeah.
I was with Julian. Shoutouts to Julian.
Yeah.
And Julian was on Challenger sales back then.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, but like the whole Challenger sales crew, Claudio, some other guys, they were all there.
Yeah.
And I was on 0.7
Yeah.
back then. But I didn't know it back then, but something was with 0.7 and Challenger back then. So the Claudio really hated 0.7. And they were going eating pizza.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they were barely talking to me. And I felt so weird. I felt like I'm with an Italian mafia.
Well, yeah, the 0.7 is a challenger to a certain extent, you know, and then like they took it from there and developed it, you know, but the base of it is like, let's say it's a similar base because Claudio, it's the base of Claudio, and then Cookie became a designer and took it further, you know, and so it's a business bitterness, you know, who knows who was right, who was not right.
It was just me, innocent, 17 years old.
Getting spritz in between this thing,
They are pissed in the city there.
So another thing I would say about Benedetti is that he's not necessarily the fastest, but he's probably one of the most consistent ones. And this also comes from IQ Foil because you do so many starts. You train, they are professional. They train 6 times a week. They do 1 million starts, 1 million jibes. And that gets you consistent. And when you become that consistent and you have a little bit of speed, suddenly you are second.
Wow.
And he can be first, you know.
Now, we come to the so far winner, maybe world champion, looking at Japan, it's Pierre.
Well, he's already world champion Slalom X this year.
Okay.
Yeah, so imagine if he wins the foil thing.
He wants the double thing, no?
The double or nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, this was like, when the thing came up with duotone,
Yeah.
it was surprising to me because I felt like he was never active on social media, but then he made like a little statement, something.
Yeah.
There he was
Yeah.
not so happy about it.
Yeah.
And I was very surprised that he went to Phantom.
Yeah.
From my spectator view, I am surprised because I was like, how can they afford Pierre Montefond?
Yeah.
I was like, how is it possible? Because it's
Yeah.
like, I never saw one Phantom sale in the place where I live.
Yeah.
And then he simply is now in first.
Yeah.
And also in a weird way somehow, because he feels like he's undercover. He's
He
like an
always
undercover
feels-
agent, you
He
know?
always feels like he's undercover.
Because Johan you see,
Yeah.
but Amado you see, but
Yeah.
Pierre you don't see.
Well, let's say in the Slalom X he was not undercover. He was the fastest, full stop.
Yeah,
And he spritzed everybody,
yeah.
fair and square.
Also crazy because, was he on Phantom sales?
Yes.
Phantom it's not
Yes.
known for slalom fin sales.
Well, a guy like this can tune. Well, they have a good base, you know.
Okay.
Or they have a nice shape, sail, and a guy like that can tune. He's experienced enough to tune.
Anything.
Not anything, but if you
Most.
give him something workable, he will work. And the Phantoms are definitely workable. Yeah, and if you give him something workable, he's gonna make it go. And then he
Crazy.
has very good boards. He has his experience, and he has good fins, and he destroyed everything. And then you have to remember that Pozo is a different animal. And Pozo and Forteventura, the places of the Slalom X, I'm talking about Slalom X now, not the foiling, are places that you need a lot of experience in. And a lot of the guys are focusing on foiling, so they didn't necessarily go,
Train
you
the
know,
fin.
train in fin in Pozo, you know.
Yeah.
Nobody did that. And he has quite a few years experience on that, and that's a place you don't just come and you're comfortable.
Okay.
It's a hellhole.
Okay.
You know what is a hellhole?
No, not really, but I
It's
can
a
imagine.
thing that you feel like somebody took all your organs and tossed them like a Greek salad
Okay.
around.
Okay.
It's very hard to tune your stuff there.
Okay.
And that guy is massive advantage because
Oh.
obviously the event came to Pozov after a long time. He
Okay.
has a massive advantage.
But then with foiling, he just also went in.
With foiling is a little bit of a Benedetti, but a bit better because he's just mega consistent. He's not fast. You don't see him too fast, you know?
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. He
Yeah.
felt like the undercover guy, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah, it means that there's nobody there to actually take it. When this happens, it means that nobody's there with the mindset. None of the fast guys. Let's see who are the fast guys. To me, the fastest guys. Amado, Johan So, Bruno Martini, Enrico Marotti. To me, like they are standouts fast. All the massive guys, okay? They will always be fast. And then you have Johan So is the guy that came to take something and he takes it in silt, you know? He was not in Forteventura.
yeah.
And if you see the fast guys which are left in Forteventura, one is crashing all the time, the other one is double crashing all the time, the Brunos. You have the Amados and the Brunos that between them they have the best crashes.
Yeah.
You have Enrico, I'm not sure if he was not injured in Forteventura, if he was there or not. Maybe
Yeah.
he was injured. Or he was injured, but he did only the foil.
Yeah, I also heard the Neil Pride foils were some.
They are fast. Those guys are fast.
They said or somebody said they are really fast, but control was difficult sometimes. in that
Those
spot.
guys are the guys that can challenge a guy like Pierre Moltefond. And
Yeah.
if those guys are not there,
Yeah.
he's just simply going to take it, you know.
Okay.
And he didn't take it. Benedetti took it, but he was there to beat second, third, whatever he was. He's always there. So yeah, he feels like undercover, but he's there.
Yeah.
And then the consistency of the guy is just,
Yeah, he's 2 times second, so this reflects what we said.
yeah. But if you look at the races that he was doing, you will see that he never has too much fallbacks, you know. He's always going to be there.
Yeah, that's the thing, I guess.
And that's Pierre for you. And he's incredible.
So who's gonna? Because we can't stretch it more.
Yeah.
Who's gonna win in Japan?
I don't know the points. What's the points?
What do you mean?
What are the points?
Now who's gonna win the event in Japan?
Win the event?
Or okay, win the event, and then who's gonna become world champion?
Well, it's hard to say who's going to win the event. It depends on the conditions, but we can throw a top 5 just for fun.
Okay.
Yeah? Who's your 5th?
In Japan?
Yeah. Quick, just throw it away.
No,
Doesn't
it's not
matter.
quick. I'm not like, I don't know these things so well. 5th is gonna be Amado's gonna be 5th.
Amado is going to be 5th. Who 4th?
This is difficult. If I look at this all the time,
It's difficult, yeah.
yeah, maybe it's gonna be Matteo.
Matteo 4th.
It's just a guess, you know.
Okay. 3rd?
I really don't know. Who's good in light wind?
It can be windy in Japan.
It can be windy. Okay, yeah, getting gusty a little bit. Oh, 3rd. Okay, 3rd is Maciek.
Okay. Nice.
I think he gets angry and he makes a comeback.
Okay, nice.
This is what I hope for.
Yeah.
Amado, Matteo, Maciek. Oh, if Johan wins this thing,
Yeah.
that would be proper comeback.
Well, he can win easy. If he continues like this.
But yeah, Johan is first. I need a second. I think I go with Bruno.
With Bruno? So
Yeah.
Pierre is out of the top 5?
Oh fuck! No, no, I forgot about Pierre.
It's so hard.
I
It's
forgot
hard,
Pierre. No, then Pierre is second and first is Johan.
So who did you chuck out? Bruno, you chucked out of the top 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, but yeah. Sorry, but
Okay.
if it's between Pierre and Bruno, then
Okay.
Pierre wins.
Yeah, I see.
Oh, Amado, Matteo, blah blah blah. I forgot again.
Okay.
Oh, now you're top 5.
You said Amado, Matteo, Maciek,
Yeah,
Pierre,
and Johan.
and Johan.
Yeah.
That means that Pierre wins the world title.
Yeah,
And
I also say Pierre wins the world title.
And you kicked away Benedetti to the garbage.
Stop it!
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't.
Okay.
That's not good.
It's okay. You need to fight.
I need to
I
kick
don't know
somebody
who I'm
out.
gonna pick. I have no idea.
Now it's your turn.
Okay, it's my turn.
Who is gonna be 5th?
Look, Bruno is either top 2 or is last. So I'm putting him out of the top 5.
Okay, so Bruno's last, you say.
He's not going to be, like I put him, I hope he will win. I love him. I hope he will win, but I put him out of the top 5 because Japan is a bit of depressing. And
Okay.
Yeah, and maybe, yeah. I put Pierre in 5th.
Wow. Okay.
I put Maciek in 4th.
We both have Maciek in 4th. No, I have him in
No,
3rd.
you have
yeah.
it in 3rd. I
Third.
put Pierre in 5th, Maciek in 4th. It
Yeah.
can be 4th and 5th, they can switch. I'm not
Okay,
sure.
I'm interested where you put Amado.
Then I put Matteo in 3rd.
Okay.
I put Amado in 1st or 2nd. If it's light, it's going to be 2nd. If it's windy, it's going to be 1st.
You think so?
Yes.
That would be crazy.
So
I would love to see
that's
it.
my thing. So
But who's your other second first contender?
no, Johan first and or Amado
Or
first.
Johan and Amado having the fight that we
Yeah,
talked about?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
I love
what I want to see, let's say.
it. Yeah, me too.
So it's 5 Pierre, 4 Maciek, or 4 Pierre, 5 Maciek. Then 3rd I put Matteo, and then 2nd, 1st Johan and Amado. That's my thing.
My question is,
Yeah.
where did you put Daniele Benedetti?
I'd put him in 6th or 7th.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I think that it most likely will be light, and in the light stuff, I don't know how it goes in the light.
But in the light stuff is also Nico can jump, Michel can have a good comeback and also make a
Everybody can have.
fifth.
They are all good, you know. I admire all of them, but you have to pick top 5, so I picked it.
I forgot about some
And
people.
I forgot about Enrico as well, which I
Oh
think
no.
can be,
Okay.
you know, Enrico can be top 5 easily. Bruno can be top 5 easily. Enrico is good in Japan. He will be top 5. Enrico, I don't know. Let's finish this shit.
All right. Who's world champion according to your thing? It's still Pierre.
I think Pierre is going to take it. You know why? Because he
But you
has,
put him in 5th. That means
Yeah,
according to the points,
yeah,
it's likely that, oh no, you put Enrico out of it. Matteo in third. No, he would still be world champion, I guess.
Who?
Pierre.
Yeah, I think so. You know why I think Pierre is going to be world champion? Because he has been here. He's been there before, and a person that has been world champion or on the podium before, like the overall, he has something extra in him. It's going to take a lot more to beat him. So,
Okay.
yeah, that's what I. Unless it's a total disaster and everybody has a good event, which can happen.
Okay.
If everybody has a good event, meaning that Bruno is on top form, Enrico is on top form, Maciek is on top form, Amado, Johan, and Matteo, Pierre can find himself seventh easily if it's a fast race, because he's not as fast as six of these guys. He's not as fast as them.
Okay, we lost many friends with this podcast.
No, it's
joking.
everybody has to say. I love all of them, but you know.
And I would say that's it.
That's it.
Final words?
Thank you very much. I hope we didn't bore you.
I don't think so. Maybe.
I'm sorry I don't know all the young guys. I will keep more. Yeah, I'll go on the live stream and check them all out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and see you again soon.
Bye bye.